Yo, Dre, I got something to say. Want to give an update on Ronald Greene Jr. case. Any day now, the feds should be talking to the grand jury, bringing charges. It stems from the May 10th, 2019 death of Ronald Greene at the hands of Louisiana State Police. Call it a murder. At this point, we're calling it a lynching. I think it's taken so long because things are done differently in Louisiana and in the South where I'm at. But I think it's also taken long because I think and I hope that they're getting a lot of them. That they're going for the top brass of the Louisiana State Police. Hell, this sucker goes all the way to the top, to Democrat Governor John Bel Edwards. He's helped cover this up too. Let me give you a timeline of what all's happened here, and a very, very ugly story. May 10th, 2019, reportedly, Ronald Greene Jr. doesn't pull over for a traffic violation. Unspecified traffic violation, mind you. High-speed chase ensues in the Monroe area, Monroe, Louisiana, and Ronald Greene Jr. dies. His family is told that he succumbed to injuries in a one-car accident. Even though there's no real damage to the car or anything, that's kind of what they get away with in Louisiana. And there is a pattern here. But the family knew something was wrong. So, about a year goes by, and on May 6th, the family sues for damages the Louisiana State Police. And then time goes on. In September, I think it was September 14th. Yeah, September 14th, the feds launched an investigation. 2020, over a year later. Now get this, 1 week later, September 21st, Officer Chris Hollingsworth, who would be the main cop everybody was trying to bring charges against, is fired after admitting that he bashed him in the head with his flashlight. Hours later, Chris Hollingsworth is dead from a one-car accident. You can't make this stuff up. So October 2nd, it's leaked, a tape of Chris Hollingsworth telling a co-worker, a fellow officer, we beat the ever-living fuck out of him. Gosh, the tapes are hard to see. October 15th, the family finally gets to see some video footage because the governor allowed it. On May 19th, yours truly's birthday of this past year, 2021, the AP gets a hold of some body cam footage, and it is horrendous. You see them beating him, punching him, dragging a shackled Ronald Greene Jr. Like George Floyd, he couldn't breathe, all shackled up, spitting out blood. And when he gets on his side to try to breathe, they kicked him down, back down. Terrible comments made as he's spitting out blood. Hope this guy doesn't have AIDS. Many things like that from the gang of white police officers. On May 22nd, yours truly, Walt Kelly, dropped my first video on Ronald Greene Jr. On May 24th, John Clary, Louisiana head state police guy, is found to have hidden body cam footage and dash cam footage. On May 26th, yours truly drops my second video on Ronald Greene Jr. On May 27th, activists and many in Louisiana hold a big rally. Rapper Trey the Truth was there. Gary Chambers, who just recently ran for Congress, likes to say, do good, seek justice. Tamika Mallory, watch out. Watch out, Lamar Davis, because Tamika Mallory said that Daniel Cameron, after charges weren't brought against the cops in the Breonna Taylor case, she said, you were used by the system to harm your own mama, your own black mama. We have no respect for your black skin because all of our skin folk ain't our kinfolk. So, Lamar Davis, when you say you want an opportunity to correct the agency's issues before the feds have to do something, the time's ticking. The time's ticking. Speaking of John Clary, the cop who hid all that stuff, he's still got a job. On September 4th, Mississippi State played Louisiana Tech in college football. And who escorted the Louisiana Tech college football coach out? John Clary. That's how they do things in Louisiana. One of the ways we could really get some good charges here is because of the 1970 Act that was brought up against the mafia, organized crime, called the Racketeering Influence Corrupt Organizational Act, or RICO. Carries stiff penalties, and all it takes is 2 crimes, and there's a lot more than 2 here. Well, before I get going on too long, I want us to take note that you talking about it, me talking about it, other activists talking about it, anybody talking about it, it's doing good. You can hear Ronald Greene on the tape telling the police, I'm scared. I'm your brother. He is our brother. Let's do good. Let's seek some justice and get some justice. Yo, Dre, I got something to say.